Vanadium is a silvery-grey, highly valuable metal. It's used to strengthen steel and so to make military hardware, nuclear applications, jet engines and missile casings. South Africa is the world's third largest player in the world lucrative vanadium market after China and Russia. But the African families that own this land on which it's mined in Brits in the northwest are poor and distraught. Thandeka, Gqubule-Mbeki and Vuyo Jacobs visited them.
Land, minerals, mining, and economic injustice are all headline-grabbing South African issues. Here, community nestles uneasily behind the Magaliesberg Mountains. In 1912, they concluded the biggest transactions of their lives. They bought this very land. Their currency was livestock, wages, and cash. When his father bought this land, John Morare expected to grow up well here under the mango trees. But grief is now the dominant emotion he feels when he thinks about the vanadium and the purchase of this land. He was born in October 1922.
When you drive past and you see those minerals and you know that they are from your land and that you have benefited very little, you say you feel sick.
Sick, really. So we don't know what's going on now. I don't really know what's going on now, because our payment is not coming every month. We don't know what's happening.
There's just no money coming.
Oh no. Sometimes we finish about 6 months. Up to sometimes, when was it? Year before last. It was a year.
No money.
No money. There was another man between those mountains from Magaliesberg and here. He had the place down there. He said, well, seeing that I'm old now.
This is a white man?
Yeah, he's a white man. Seeing that I'm old now, I want to sell this place. And then his workers were some of our families.
Right.
So they said, what do you say? You want to sell the place? But yeah. All right. I'll tell our brothers and sisters and people down there to buy this if they can. In 1910, no, not that.
1913?
No, 1912.
1912.
That's
when
right.
You had finally paid up everything.
Yeah.
So you paid up quickly?
Well,
so that because you were expecting that the 1913 Land Act would come.
Yeah.
And there was a visit from Pixley Kaseme.
That's right.
Who said, buy up quickly before the 1913 Land Act comes into being.
Yeah. So
you finished paying in 1912?
So, in 1912, we got everything.
Has the mine treated the community well?
They treat this community badly. They comply other communities like Mututu and Harangua and Rabuka.
But they treat this community badly?
Yeah, this community they treat badly.
We are struggling to get people to go to schools, to get paper tray record or report to track if maybe how many learners from our area are getting to school and stuff. Because obviously there are few, but it's not enough. You understand? And as well as job-wise, employment-wise, like we're not getting any recognition from them. They're just recognizing other communities, not directly affected people. And when I say directly affected, we are speaking of the landowners. You understand? So, and there's also, this conflict of lease agreements, shareholders, and all those things. So if we could get, recognition, probably as, like I said earlier, that Gqubule-Mbeki, as a minister of all mines, he can come here and try to seek, the information, gather the whole information if it's necessary, so that you can understand exactly where we stand, the struggle that and the suppression that we have as the youth as well as the community. Because you can look at the environment, there's no development at all.
Mine iron ore.
When they started mining, they told us they were mining iron ore, whereas they were lying. They were mining vanadium. All the while the minister was aware of this. How can we expect the minister to assist us when there is so much dishonesty?
Between mining.
Everybody who owns something is proud of that particular thing that he owns. So I should say to you, as a landowner, I am proud of this land.
It's not say royalties, but for royalties.
It's not to say they are not paying royalties. It's the fact that it's 2%, an amount negotiated in the 70s, 80s, 1986. Now we want to negotiate with the mine for better royalties or shares. That's what the current interim committee is trying to achieve.
It is a complicated story, and the elderly gentlemen of this community have been fighting for decades since the vanadium was discovered here in the late 1960s, around the same time that the platinum Marinsky Reef was discovered.
What should be done? We asked the community, and they told us government must intervene. Corruption of the community by companies must stop, and legislative and policy innovation are urgently needed if those family elders are to taste real freedom in their lifetime. I'm Vuyo Jacobs.
And I'm Thandeka Gqubule-Mbeki for the SABC in Brits, Northwest Province.